Hey, it's Free Concert Friday. It's later than usual tonight, but I'm going to be reading the scripture. And excuse me, I'm in a t shirt tonight. So, my daughter had a sports day today. She did well. She placed in like the top five. She's only 4, so nothing serious. But welcome to Free Concert Friday, where we have music, meditation, and in the future, a meal. Whether I'm gonna make the meal, or someone else will make the meal, or whatever it is, or maybe I'll be eating a meal. Maybe that's something like it, eating a meal. But it's Free Concert Friday. Welcome. I'm Maui, no other. Not other, no other. With an A at the end. Okay, so Habakkuk. So words of wisdom, which is meditation, there it's going to be taken from the Bible, and the scripture is Habakkuk, Habakkuk. It's Jewish. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Chapter 2, verses 1 through 4. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. So we don't have tables nowadays. We have paper. So basically, this verse is saying write down that vision you have in your mind of whatever it is that you're doing. Write the vision, make it plain. So don't complicate it, make it as simple as possible. Write that thing down so that he who reads it may run with it. So let's say, for instance, a business plan. I don't care what you say. If you want to start a business, you have to have at least one page written down of the plan, of the purpose of the business, the business's mission, the name, the logo, the 5-year plan, 10-year plan, who you're marketing to. You need that. Even if it's just on that one piece of paper, it's important, because you cannot run with something that's just in your head. And even if you have something in your head that's amazing, let's say you want people to help you, when you go to that bike, that business plan is that vision on paper, and you don't have to run with it. Someone else can run with it. So if you want to get a loan or whatever, or if it's a vision that you've written down, and maybe your children or your children's children can run with that vision that you have. And so it's important that you write down whatever vision you have. I just use business as an example, but that could also mean your vision for school, your vision for your children, your vision for your family. There's something that I need to write down too. Your vision for your family, your vision for your children, your vision for yourself, for your health, for your career, for your education. Just write it down and be plain with it. So let me give you an example outside of business. So the vision I have for my daughter. So by 6 years old, I want her to be reading novels. I want her to be able to read full novels, no pictures, by itself. By 6 years old, I want her to be able to cook, clean, iron. I want her to be able to do domestic chores by herself without supervision. That doesn't mean that I'm going to let her do it. But by 6 years old, that's the vision I have for her. That she will be able to do those things on her own. at that age comfortably, and I'm comfortable leaving her in a setting, even though I won't. But I want her to be comfortable being alone in a setting in a kitchen, making corned beef and white rice, making grits and tuna from start to finish. So that's an example of a vision. That's for my daughter. I have one daughter. Another example for her is I would like for her to be a part of the arts. So and 6 is big for me. So by the time she's 6, I want her to be able to draw certain things, have a basic knowledge and understanding of art. Excuse me. Where she can make paintings and such. Another vision I have for her is I would like for her to start working, not necessarily not going on someone's job, but doing little things like maybe being a child model. For example, you have clothing lines, that kids clothing lines like Nova Kids and things like that. I would like for her to start making her own money at 6 years old, 6 continuing on. So these are some visions that I have in my mind for my daughter that I can make plain on paper so that I can run with. And if you have children, I would suggest you do the same thing. Write down your vision for your child, write down your vision for your home. If you're married, if you know, in a serious relationship, what's your vision for that person that you're with? What's the vision? Write it down, make it clear. And then you and that person, if you're in a relationship or a marriage, you guys can run with that. And then vision for myself. This is something that I'm working on now, is creating boundaries with certain people in my life. And so I write down, I need to create a boundary with this, this, and this. I'm not good with boundaries. Well, I am good with boundaries, but I choose not to set boundaries with certain people for certain reasons. My own personal reasons. It's mostly out of fear, if I'm honest. And so I am working on setting boundaries with this particular person that I haven't really set boundaries with. And I'm writing down the types of boundaries that I need to have with this certain person. So that's something else you could do too, you know? And don't think anything isn't important, because how can you reach where you want to go without writing it down and getting it out of your mind and really looking at it and working out what you want so that you can get to the idea and the goal that you have in your mind. Because once you write it down, it's easier to reach your goal. So let's read this verse again, and it's just one more verse and then we're done. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Okay. Yeah, so that's the main point that I wanted to share, is writing down the vision you have in your mind for whatever area in your life. Write it down, make it plain, don't complicate it, just make it plain. And that's all. So let's just do a short little song. And yes, look out for me the songs are gonna be, it's gonna be full songs in May, and there's gonna be some form of music, excuse me, because I was able to get and I was able to get something to play the music on now because I don't just have my phone. So I was listening to the song all week. So here we go. Now Jack is a Mac and he comes around every Monday, on Tuesday and Wednesday, every day of the week. Yeah. And even though I try to tell her that I love her from the bottom of my heart, you have no place for me. It's all vanity. She fell for one of them sweet lies, the kind you doubt till you wanna believe. But the heart keeps saying and the brain is telling, and you're weak in the knees. Another sweet lie, the kind you doubt till you wanna believe. I don't remember the rest. Go and stay out home. Now the wine and the roses stopped coming around some time ago, but you won't admit that, so you pretend. I know it's hard to look your best wearing that same old shabby dress, so you stay at home waiting by the phone for another than sweet lies, the kind you doubt till you wanna believe. But the heart keeps saying and the brain keeps telling, and you're weak in the knees. Another sweet lie, the kind you doubt still you wanna believe. Down and stay out home. I have to do better in learning these words. When I used to sing in the band, it was the same thing. I'm telling you, like, I just like the vibes of the song sometimes. And once you get that little sweet lies, once you get that part, the little hooks and the little chorus, you're good. Because that's what people just remember. Okay, that's it. I'll see you next Friday. Bye.